Hello, good morning. So for today's lesson, I'm going to tackle solving quadratic equation using quadratic formula. So ito yung last method, no? So the use of the quadratic formula is perhaps the best method of solving quadratic equations. This is because quadratic formula is suited to any forms of quadratic equation. This can be used even if b equals 0 or z equals 0. So, madaling salita, kahit na incomplete yung equation, pwede nating gamitin yung quadratic formula. Okay? In the quadratic equations, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. As you can see here, ito po yung standard form ng ating quadratic equation where a is not equal to 0. So, yung magiging formula or the quadratic formula is x equals negative b, positive negative square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay? So, may isa kong video or may ginawa kong video kung paano na-derive yung standard form, yung quadratic equation in standard form papunta dito sa quadratic formula. Okay? So, nandun po yung step-by-step procedure. So, syempre, apply na po natin yung quadratic formula sa pag-solve ng quadratic equation. Okay? Alright. So, I have here 4 examples. Okay, solve the following equations using quadratic formula. So, first, we have x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Next one is x squared plus 9x equals negative 14. Third one is x squared equals 3 times the quantity of x plus 16. And for number 4, 5x minus x squared equals 4. Okay? So, syempre, unahin natin yung example number 1. So, ito po yung solution. Alright. So, dito sa solution, nilagyan ko ng step-by-step solution. No? So, step 1, syempre, make sure na yung quadratic equation natin is in standard form. Okay? Kapag naka-standard form na yan, class, syempre, identify na lang po natin yung value ng A, B, and C. Okay? So, the value for A dito sa equation na to, though naka-standard form na to, A is 1. Sulat natin, A is 1. Then, B equals 4, or the linear term. And of course, C, that is the constant term, negative 5. Okay? Take note kapag naka-standard form, automatic, kunin nyo na lang po yung value ng A, B, and C. Okay? So, after that, syempre, proceed tayo sa step 2. Okay? So, sa step number 2, syempre, baka makalimutan, sulat po natin dito yung quadratic formula. Okay? So, we have x equals negative b, positive negative, square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, baka makalimutan kasi yung formula eh. Ito yung gagamitin natin. Okay? And for step number 3, syempre kapag, as you can see here, sa step 1, may value na tayo ng a, b, and c. Step number 2, may formula na rin tayo. So, syempre, step number 3, plug in na lang po natin yung value dito sa given formula. Okay, so ulitan lang natin ng konti. Ayan. So, again, for step number 3, just simply plug in the given values in the given formula. So, again, x equals, again, yung b natin is positive 4. So, that is negative times positive 4, positive, negative. Again, take note, yung b natin is 4. So, we have 4 squared minus 4 times yung a natin is 1. And then, yung c natin is negative 5. Ayan. All over 2 times yung a natin is 1. Alright. So, again, step 1, identify, kung naka-standard form na, identify po yung values ng a, b, and c. Step number 2, write down the quadratic formula. And step number 3, plug in the given values in the given formula. Okay? Siyempre, kapag nagawa na natin yung step 1, 2, 3, proceed tayo sa step number 4. Okay? Alright, so So, step number 4, syempre, sisimplify na po natin yung nandito sa step number 3. Okay? Again, simplify po natin na isa-isa yan. So, kopyahan lang po natin yung x equals negative times positive 4, that is negative 4, positive, negative. Okay? So, simplify natin. 4 squared is equivalent to 16, right? And negative 4 times positive 1, that is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. Okay? All over 2 times 1, that is positive 2. Okay? So, again, simplify pa natin yan. Okay? So, kopyahan lang natin negative 4, positive, negative. And of course, add po natin yung 16 and 20. 16 plus 20, that's equivalent to 36 all over 2. Okay? Next one, simplify. Negative 4, positive, negative. Square root of 36. So, alam naman natin na yung square root ng 36 is positive, negative 6. Susulat lang natin positive, negative 6. And then, just simply copy 2. Okay? So, kapag ganyan na po yung equation natin or yung solution natin, syempre, malapit na tayo sa katotohanan or sa final answer. Okay? So, proceed tayo sa step number 5. Okay? So, for step number 5, syempre, equate natin into 0 yung yung part na to, yung equation na to. Okay? Susulat lang natin x equals negative 4, positive, negative 6 all over 2. Okay? So, dito sa x sub 1 or yung unang solution, x sub 1 natin, gagamitin muna natin class yung negative 4 and positive 6. Again, negative 4 plus 6 all over 2. And for the x sub 2, or yung pangalawang solution natin, negative 4 and negative 6. Okay, all over 2. So now, simplify na lang natin to. Negative 4 plus 6 divided by 2. Ano yung sagot natin dito? Again, negative 4 plus 6, that is positive 2. Positive 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Okay, so x sub 1 is 1. And for x sub 2, observe negative 4 minus 6, that is negative 10. Negative 10 divided by 2, negative 5. Okay? So, x sub 1 is 1, x sub 2 is negative 5. So, ito na po yung solution. Okay? We have 1 and negative 5. Okay? So, sir, paano pa natin ma-verify kung tama po ba yung nakuha namin sagot? Okay? So, simple lang. Check lang po natin. Okay? So, bibigyan ko kayo ng, or magbibigay ko ng example. Paano yung checking? Take note yung x natin. X sub 1 is 1, x sub 2 is negative 5. Okay, so for checking, dali lang naman to. So, sa checking class, gagamitin lang po natin yung original equation. Okay? So, sa checking ng sir, paano po yan? So, sa checking naman, substitution lang po. Okay? So, first, gamitin po natin yung 1, yung x as, x sub 1 equals 1. So, lahat ng x, papalitan natin ng 1. Okay? Substitution. So, again, ito po yung equation natin, na original equation. So, we have 1 squared plus 4 times 1 minus 5 equals 0. So, simplify natin 1 raised to 2, that is 1, plus 4 times 1, 4, minus 5, copy lang po yung negative 5 equals 0. And then, simplify 1 plus 4, 5, minus 5 equals 0. And as you can see here, class, 5 minus 5 is 0 equals 0. So, as you can see here, class, na-satisfy. So, once na nag-equal yung dalawang number na to, ibig sabihin, tama yung x sub 1 natin. Yung unang value na x. Okay? So, ganun din po dito sa x sub 2. Substitution lang din po. Okay? So, sulat natin ulit dito yung equation. X squared plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Again, substitution. Negative 5 raised to 2. This time, plus, lahat ng x dito sa equation, papalitan natin ng negative 5. Okay? Plus 4 times negative 5 equals 0. Then simplify. Sorry, I forgot negative 5. Negative 5 equals 0. Okay? So negative 5 raised to 2, positive 25. And positive 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. Right? Minus 5 equals 0. Take note, kinopya ko lang po ulit yung negative 5 dito. So 25 minus 20, that is 5, minus 5 equals 0. So obvious naman, no? 5 minus 5 is 0 equals 0. Take note, class, na satisfy ulit, ibig sabihin, tama din po yung x sub 2, which is negative 5. Okay? So ayan lang po yung checking. Sir, what if hindi po nag-equal? So kapag hindi nag-equal in class, first is double check nyo. Baka kasi may na-miss kayong part or mali yung pag-multiply or pag-add. Okay? And then, kapag check nyo naman, tas, sir, tama naman po yung checking ko pero hindi po nag-equal. So, huwag kayong mag-alala. Normal po yun. Okay? Kasi may tinatawag tayong neutral roots. Okay? Ayun. So, don't worry, elaborate ko naman yun. Okay? Ayan. So, ito po yung checking natin. Right? Okay, so sa kabuuan, ito po yung step-by-step solution natin. Again, simple recall. Step 1, make it in standard form. Though, yung example natin dito is naka-standard form na. So, in-identify na lang po natin yung value ng A, B, and C. Step number 2, just simply write down the quadratic formula. Step number 3, plug in the values of A, B, and C dito sa given quadratic formula. And step number 4, simplify. And for step number 5, equate into 0 using x. Okay? And then last is checking. Okay? Ayan. So proceed tayo sa example number 2. Okay, so for example number 2, so the given quadratic equation is x squared plus 9x equals negative 14. So as you can see here, class, yung equation, yung given equation is not in a standard form. So all you need to do is to transform this equation into standard form. Okay? So alam niyo na kung paano mag-transform, no, ng quadratic equation in standard form. So dito, syempre pakita pa rin natin. So just simply copy x squared and positive 9x. So all you need to do is to use APE to eliminate negative 14 dito sa right side ng equation. So mag-a-add lang po tayo dito ng 14, both side of the equation. Okay? So, bale, magiging equation natin is x squared plus 9x plus 14 equals 0. Okay, now, naka-standard form na. Okay na tayo dito. So, identify na lang po natin yung values ng A, B, and C. So, A is 1, B is 9, and C is 14. Okay? Yan. So, next, step number 2, syempre, write down the quadratic formula. Baka kasi makalimutan ninyo, no? So, x equals negative b, positive negative, square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright? So, ayan po yung step number 2 natin. So, tapos na tayo sa step 1 and 2. Proceed tayo sa step number 3. Plug in the values of A, B, and C in the given quadratic formula. Again, x equals negative. Take note, yung binal is positive, so negative times positive 9. Positive negative square root of 9 squared minus 4 times 1 times yung C natin is 14. Ayan. All over 2 times 1 kasi yung A natin is 1, right? So we are done in step 1 to 3. So next step, step number 4. So disregard muna natin yung step number 5. Okay, so step number 4, simplify. Okay, so simplify na po natin yung nasa step number 3, right? So again, just simply copy x. So negative times positive 9, negative 9, right? Positive, negative. Simplify natin nasa loob ng radical sign. So, 9 squared, that is 81. And negative 4 times 1, that is negative 4. And negative 4 times positive 14, ano po yung sagot? Okay, very good. Negative 56. Okay, negative 56 all over 2 times 1, that is equivalent to 2. Okay, after that, simplify ulit natin. Negative 9, positive negative. So, subtract lang natin. 81 minus 56. That is 81 minus 56. Okay, very good. It is 25 all over 2. Okay? So, isa pang simplify. Simplify ulit natin. Equal sign, negative 9. Sorry. Negative 9, positive, negative. Square root of 25 is 5 all over 2. Ayan. So, kapag nandito na tayo sa equation na to, proceed na po tayo dito sa step number 5. Okay? So, sa step number 5, again, sulat lang po natin yung x equals negative 9, positive negative 5 all over 2. Again, x sub 1 natin, gagamitin muna natin yung negative 9 and positive 5 all over 2. And for x sub 2, we use negative 9 and then negative 5 all over 2. Okay, ganun lang lagi. Sa x sub 1, gamitin natin kung ano yung number na meron tayo dito and then kung ano yung number na meron tayo dito. Though, dito dalawang number meron, di ba? Positive, negative. So, unahin na lang natin gamitin yung positive. And then sa x sub 2, gamitin naman natin yung negative. Okay? Right. So, simplify po natin x sub 1. So, negative 9 plus 5, that is negative 4. Diba? So, sulat natin. Negative 4 over 2. And that is equivalent to negative 4 divided by 2. Or negative 4 divided by positive 2. That is negative 2. Okay? So, x sub 1 equals negative 2. And for x sub 2, negative 9 minus 5, that is negative 14 over 2. So, x sub 2 equals negative 14 divided by positive 2, that is negative 7. Right? So, our solution for example number 2 is negative 2 and negative 7. Right? Ayan. So, ayan po yung step-by-step solution natin. Okay, again, ito po yung step-by-step solution natin sa example number 2. So, sa checking, siguro kayo na lang po gumawa. Okay? So, may guide naman na kayo dun sa previous example. Again, sa checking class, gamitin po natin yung original equation. Okay? Ayan. So, proceed na po tayo sa example number 3. Okay? Okay, so for example number 3, so, pinalitan ko yung given class. Instead na 16 kasi masyadong malaki yung number. Pwede rin naman, pinalit ko lang yung given. Okay? So, for example number 3, as you can see here, hindi po siya naka-standard form. So, first is transform po muna natin into standard form and then identify the values of A, B, and C. Okay? Alright, so again, transform natin into standard form yung equation na to. So, ito po yung step-by-step solution. So, copy x squared equals, so distributive property, so 3 times x, 3x, 3 times positive 6, positive 18. Okay, so bali ganito lang yan class. 3 times x, 3 times positive 6. Okay, kaya po nakuha yung 3x and then positive 18. So next is x squared using APE. So bali magiging subtract tayo dito, add tayo ng negative 3x and then negative 18 both side. So bali magiging x squared minus 3x minus 18 equals 0. Okay? Now, naka-standard form na, syempre identify na lang po natin yung value ng A, B, and C. Okay? So, A is 1, B is negative 3, and C equals negative 18. Okay? Ayan. So, tapos na tayo sa step 1. Syempre, proceed tayo sa step number 2. Okay, so for step number 2, again, sulat po natin yung quadratic formula. So, x equals negative b, positive negative, square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Ayan. Okay? So, tapos na tayo sa step 1 and 2. Proceed tayo sa step 3. Bali, plug in lang po natin yung given dito, yung a, b, and c dito sa given formula. Again, x equals negative times negative 3, kasi negative yung din natin dito. Positive, negative 3 squared plus 4, minus 4 times 1 times negative 18, right? All over 2 times 1. Okay? So, tapos na tayo sa step 1, 2, and 3. So, proceed na po tayo dito sa step number 4. Okay? So, sa step number 4, syempre, simplify na natin. Okay? Simplify na natin na sa step number 3. Okay? So, sulat po natin yung x, or dito na sa may taas, dito. X equals, so negative times negative 3, so positive 3. Positive, negative, this one, negative 3 raised to 2, it will be 9, positive 9. And negative 4 times positive 1, negative 4. And what is negative 4 times negative 18? Ano yung sagot? Okay, very good. That is positive 72. Okay, so positive 72 over 2 times 1, that is 2. Okay, simplify again. Just simply copy 3, positive, negative. So you simply add 9 and 72. So 9 plus 72, that is 81 all over 2. Okay, and then simplify again. 3, positive, negative. Square root of 81 is 9 all over 2. Okay, kapag nandito na tayo sa part na to, proceed tayo dito sa step number 5. Equate into 0. So we use x, okay, to find the value of to equate into 0, we need to use x. Okay, so x equals 3, positive negative 9 all over 2. Again, for x sub 1, gamitin muna natin yung 3 and then positive 9, okay, all over 2. And for x sub 2, syempre gamitin natin yung 3 and then yung negative 9 all over 2. Okay? Ayan na. So, simplify na lang natin to, class. So, malapit na to. Okay, so for x sub 1, so 3 plus 9, that is equivalent to 12 all over 2. And 12 divided by 2, that is equivalent to 6. Okay? And for x sub 2, 3 minus 9, that is negative 6 all over 2. Okay, so negative 6 divided by 2, that is negative 3. Right? So our solution here, for example number 3, is positive 6 and negative 3. Okay? Again, ito po yung solution natin. For example number 3, yan is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and then finally step 5. Okay? Again, dun sa checking, kayo na lang po gumawa. Okay? Again, original equation po yung gagamitin sa checking, ha. Ayan. So, proceed tayo sa last example. Okay, so for the last example, so we have here 5x minus x squared equals 4. As you can see here, class, hindi po siya na standard form. So, all we need to do is to transform this equation into standard form. So, bali maging equation natin dyan is x squared minus 5x plus 4. Okay, plus 4 equals 0. Okay, so a natin is 1, b is negative 5, and c is positive 4. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so dito pala sa example number 4, class, pwede dalawa yung gamitin natin. Okay, so pwedeng maging negative x squared to, negative x squared plus 5x minus 4 equals 0. So bali yung magiging a natin dito is negative 1, b is positive 5, and then C is negative 4. Okay? So, pwede naman yan, class. Pwede naman yan. Okay? Pwede to. Kapag ka negative yung x squared ninyo, plus 5x minus 4 equals 0, so, bali yung A natin is negative 1, B is positive 5, C is negative 4. Sir, bakit po ganoon? Observe, dito kasi, ginawa kong positive yung constant term, yung quadratic term. Okay? So, ito din, kung may goal natin maging positive yung quadratic term dito, magmumultiply lang po tayo both side of the equation by negative 1. Okay? So, negative 1 times negative x squared, positive x squared. Negative 1 times positive 5x, negative 5x, right? And negative 1 times negative 4, positive 4. Okay? So, kahit alin dyan sa dalawa, pwede nyo gamitin. Okay po? Okay. Nagkataon lang kasi dito negative yung x, yung quadratic term natin eh. Okay? Unlike dun sa example natin kanina, positive yung x squared or yung quadratic term. So, hindi tayo nagkaroon ng dalawang value para kay A, B, and C. Okay? Ayan. So, again, step number 2 na tayo. Sulat lang po natin yung quadratic formula. Okay? So, x equals negative b, positive negative, b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Right? Right. So, for example, number 3, again, gagamitin ko po yung positive 1, negative 5, positive 4. Okay? So, plug in lang po natin. So, x equals negative times negative 5, positive negative. So, negative 5 raised to 2 minus 4 times 1 times 4 all over, ayan, so, pantay. Ayan, all over 2 times 1. Right? So, we have here, step 1 to 3. So, proceed tayo sa step number 4. Ito na lang, yung step 3. Simplify lang natin to. So, bali, x equals negative times negative 5. So, positive 5. Positive negative. So, negative 5 raised to 2. Ano sagot? Okay, very good. Positive 25. How about this one? Negative 4 times 1 times positive 4. Okay, very good. Negative 16. How about 2 times 1? Okay, so automatic yan, no? 2. Alright, so again, simplify. 5, positive, negative. 25 minus 16, that is 9, right? Ayan, all over 2. Again, simplify. So, 5 positive, negative, square root of 9 is 3, all over 2. Right? So, dito, proceed na tayo sa step number 5. So, siguro dito na lang tayo. Dito na lang natin lagay yung step number 5. Okay? So, para magkasunod sila. So, step number 5, again, x equals 5, positive, negative, 3, all over 2. Again, for x sub 1, gamitin natin yung 5, and then yung positive 3, all over 2. And for x sub 2, gamitin natin yung 5, negative 3, all over 2. Okay? So, simplify lang natin ito, class. 5 plus 3, 8, over 2, that is positive 4. Okay? And for x sub 2, 5 minus 3, 2, over 2, and that is equivalent to 1. Okay? So, our answer, for example, number 4 is positive 4 and negative 1. Okay? Ayan. Again, ito po yung step-by-step solution natin sa example number 4. Ayan is step 1, step 2, step 3, plug in lang. Okay, for step number 4, ayan lang. Ayan, and for step number 5, ayan. Again, sa checking, kayo na po bahala doon. Okay? Ayan. So, that's all for today. Thank you for listening and have a great day.